For our next speaker, Dr. Zed, he is a mechanical engineer graduate and a part-time karate instructor.
Oh,
And he is currently unemployed. This is to notice the prospective employers.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
2 days ago, I just received a call from Devin asking me if I would like to do my icebreaking speech today. I found it surprising because I wasn't sure whether I was a member yet. But now, after today, I guess I know for sure it's official. So I'd like to repeat my greetings by saying, hello, good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
In the previous meeting 2 weeks ago, my older brother Nick just had his icebreaking speech. And while I was listening, I was thinking that he's just taking away all the information that I need from my But then, anyway, I realized that there's just so many things I can say about myself within 5 minutes, so it doesn't matter. I will start off with my name. My full name is Datu Firzada bin Datu Harun. Datu Harun is my father's name, and Datu Firzada is, of course, my name. I often shorten it as Zad Datu, since Zad is the syllable from Firzada, which my parents chose to give me as a short name. And Datu is a family name. The funny thing about my name Firzada is that I actually never knew what it meant or what language it was from until I befriended some Iranians from my university. And I learned from them that Firzada is an Arabic pronunciation for a Persian named Farzad, which meant son of king, or more accurately, it meant royal birth. And speaking of royal birth, there's actually some significance towards my family name, Datu, the royal birth. Next speech, he mentioned about our heritage, that we are of the Sulu descent, one of the many races in Sabah, originated actually in the Philippines. If you're familiar with the Sulu Sea, or the Sulu Islands, or perhaps the Sulu Sultanate, Datu shows that we are descendants of the Sultanate. So it somewhat shows that, in a way, we're equivalent to dukes, but trust me, when it comes to wealth or power, it's completely meaningless. So the Sulu Sultanate was where Sabah used to belong to before the British occupation. So that's how we got there. And it's a sultanate which has fallen, a monarchy which is not recognized by any government today. And yet, embarrassingly, this may sound similar to the next speech, embarrassingly, although I take pride in my heritage, embarrassingly, there are individuals out there claiming to be the heir to the throne. And if not mistaken, last year there was a newspaper article, the person claiming to be the Sultan of the Sulu Sultanate was giving a dictatorship. It was sort of embarrassing. In my brother's speech, what he said was, although he takes pride in his heritage, what's embarrassing was that the pirates raiding the coast of Sabah were our relatives. But the way I see it, they are just of the same race. Because during my father's childhood, back in Lahad Datu, where he's from, my kampung, it was one of target by these pirates. So in a way, they were victims of these pirates. Maybe not directly, but they did have to run from houses to houses, and their property was obviously robbed. So these pirates are more likely to be my enemy than they are to be my family. Moving on, I'll be speaking about where I'm from, where I went, and how I got here. Some of the things may be mentioned by my older brother in the previous meeting. I was born in the year 1985 in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, to a father of Sulu descent, and my mom is actually West Malaysian, born in Kedah, half Malay and half Minangkabau. I grew up there until I was about 10 or 11. Then, in the year 1996, the whole family moved to Taiwan due to my father's occupation. In Taiwan, I continued schooling at an American international school, Taipei American School. And then 3 years later, we came back here in 1999. instead of settling back in Sabah, we decided to settle in KL, Taman Tun Dr. Ismail. So I continued schooling at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Taman Tun Dr. Ismail. Then I did A-levels at Help Institute, now called Help University College. After my A-levels, I had about a year and 9 months of not studying. During that period of time, I was working part-time as a barista at Starbucks Coffee in Wantama. I was also undergoing my centralized training under the Selangor State Karate Do team in preparation for the 2006 SUKMA, Sukan Malaysian Sports, held in Kedah. At that time, I was still very active in karate, as well as the years before that. I received my black belt in 2005, started instructing karate classes in a primary school in Kota Damansara, which only lasted about a month, because it turned out that my employers, the school, or those few people in school, from that school, were actually trying to cheat me when it comes to money. They were giving false promises about my salary, which they did with the previous 2 instructors before me from that same school. So it wasn't a pleasant experience, but it was a learning experience. Anyway, after participating in SUKMA, which I apparently did not do too well, I wasn't so happy about it. In 2006, a few months later, September, I continued to pursue my degree in mechanical engineering at the University of Nottingham, Malaysia campus. It was a 4-year degree course. I was no longer that much active in karate, but once in a while during the holidays, I do return for training, assisting in instructing and substituting karate classes when the instructors can't make it on that day. But more importantly, in 2008, I returned back for intensive training karate in preparation for the 2008 Senior National Karate Do Championship, which is bigger than the SUKMA. And apparently I did quite well, so I felt like I redeemed myself for my failure in the 2 years back. I managed to get a 3rd placing in the country for that particular weight category. Anyway, in recent July 2010, I graduated with a master's degree in mechanical engineering. So now I'm back to intensively training karate, hoping to look forward to more competitions to come. This one in December. And I'm also instructing karate alongside Nick at our former university, which we just graduated from. So my current status would be training karate, instructing karate, and job hunting. Something which I need to get over with and actually start working. So, then there's one more thing I need to add to my current status, which is where I'm standing right now. You guys, Toastmasters, di utama. That's all from me for now. Thank you very much.
Toastmasters. I can see that everyone is very energetic tonight. Right? Energetic enough and be captivated by all the speakers tonight. And I am very privileged to be tasked as the evaluator for first icebreaker speech by Datu Z. Right? And I was thinking what would be the best way to deliver this evaluation for him. And I got an inspiration of giving it a theme. The theme is strength. I think Datu Z has powerful strength. And I'm breaking this evaluation into 3 different types of strength that Datu Z has. First is a physical strength. And what I think the second strength is a natural flair. And third area of strength is his natural area that he can improve himself. First and foremost, I think I must take a survey tonight with the ladies. Can you all agree with me and vote that Datu Z has this captivating voice, a manly voice that is inevitably able to draw you closer to what you want to say. He has an eye that is able to entrance you. And while you guys are, fixated to him, I was, scanning around. Even a man will be their seat. And some of them were even at all with their mouth open. And I must say, that is a physical ability that you must flaunt, right? I would really encourage the next time that you come up for your speech, do without the lecture. Okay? You gave us enough substance to tell us that you have natural talents that is yet to be uncovered. And this doesn't help. Take it away. Be in the center of the stage. Illuminate the audience with your brilliance. Right? The natural ability that he has, despite given a 2 days notice, he came out without any notes. And did anyone detect any source of nervousness?
Nope.
None. Brilliant. Well done to you. I will give you a clap for that. Having said all that, my job is to help you evaluate, okay, and help you point out pointers where you can better leverage at your strength. And the areas that I think, if you choose to sharpen, right, would even launch pad you further. One of the most important things in speaking is your ability to engage the audience. Not only in your ability to captivate them with your substance, your content, it's your ability to reach out by showing them that you are giving them the full attention, looking them in the eye, pausing for effect. Bam! Shock them. Use vocal variety. You already have so much strength. I'm just worried by the next time you speak, everyone will be left salivating. Be careful, right? The manual asked me to encourage you to speak further. I'm sorry, I'm more encouraged to hear you talk more. I don't think you need further encouragement. With that, I bid you again, congratulations. Well done. Thank you.
Alex, don't you all think that was a very powerful and encouraging evaluation?
Yes.
Let's give him another round of applause. Allow me just give you another suggestion to help you launch further in the future speech. Now, in your speech, you were mentioning Nick has mentioned last week and Nick has mentioned last week. Forget about Nick. Nick is Nick and you is yourself. So, in your future speech, because the audience here, they may not heard what Nick has mentioned, so you can always craft a speech of your own. Forget about Nick, and if you're afraid that Nick will hinder you, always sign up a slot before Nick. Overall, that was a very good job. Another one thing, you have a good sense of humor. You know when is the right time to